SDK for the Python Boto 3, and this is another framework comes under SageMaker. And further, you can use, as I said, you can use the three types of, you can use the algorithm in three ways. You can use the already built-in algorithms comes with the AWS, and also you can use the frameworks. It is not the framework which is provided by AWS. You can use some third-party framework and use that third-party framework to do the training process. And either if you don't like to use the third-party framework, okay, you can go ahead your on framework, and further you can extend your own framework. It means if it is not providing this information. So the training process you can describe in here like this way. So this is the graphical representation of the what we have discussed. So again, one more thing I have to tell you: when you're training, when you do the training, you need the training data, and ultimately you are providing the model. So the training data, so you're gonna having your training data in your S3 bucket, and your training algorithm we are storing as the image in ECR. The ECR is Amazon ECR. It means Elastic Content Repository. It means you are storing this image not as a runtime situation. You are storing as just as a file, something similar to file. So before you are executing the before you are evaluating the training data, so you have to take this stored algorithm to the memory, and this is called the training code. Once you are before you are executing, you have to take the training image into the memory, and this is going to be our training code, and the Amazon S3 bucket training data, and take it to the memory, and then you are going to do the evaluation process or training process, and make the model. So again, now we have our model. Now model is ready to deploy. I mean, we have discussed three things. One is the analyzing. Previously we have discussed one analyzing first, then we have discussed in the training. The third one is the deployment. Now we have the model. Now we are in the deployment stage. In the deployment stage, you have to specify the deployment information. What are the libraries that you're going to import, and where it's going to be run. It means your instance informations and other parameter and training informations as well. Hyperparameter tuning. The hyperparameter tuning means when you by changing your parameter, you can improve the efficiency of your training process. The parallel processing, it means when you're doing the training process, you can do the parallel processing. The parallel processing means you're not going to execute each data one by one. You are going to execute your data, your training data, as a parallel, as a batch. And automated hyperparameter means okay, the hyperparameter tuning is required to make it more efficient, the process. If you're using the hyperparameter, you can do the fast modifications and improve the speed. When you do the parallel processing, it will give more efficiency. And automated hyperparameter, the automated hyperparameter help you to bring it is something like your parameters going to be changed in dynamic